Welcome back, guys. We're hoping we have some luck like we did last week in our Throwback Thursday. How can we not when this is box 115,977 out of 150,000? You know what's crazy? That's an insane number, probably even in today's age of printing products, for having essentially a hobby box. That means there are a total of these of 150,000 autos. You are guaranteed one per box. Different hits in there, but really some big names in the autos. I don't know who I'd want to hit the most. I mean, Joe Montana wouldn't be too bad. So I'm going to leave these in order. Some guys like, I'm not going to leave them in the box. There's a lot of packs. We're going to have some fun. Lots of big names in here. If I miss a rookie that you like or know that watch, you can throw it in the chat. I don't think this one lists the rookies, so essentially I'll focus on the ones that we know from the year. Obviously, Marshall Faulk, you got Dilfer, Alexander, but I don't know what other for Hall of Fame rookies there are. Aaron Taylor, and I would assume, I wonder if we'll see most of them in the college unis as we go through. Ryan Yarborough, I believe that's how you say that one. Zender Wright, Dawson, Turnbull, Rod Woodson. I'm going to probably be making just a stack of our oldies but goodies. Here, Terry Wooden. I should say the ones that I enjoy and collect, because if I kept every single one, it would be probably half the cards that everybody liked. But there's certain cards I'll put in the PC, and the other ones. Oh, Mario Bates, Nickerson, Freeze, there he is. Already a rookie. Man, pretty sharp looking cards. Obviously, this isn't that great collection where all the boxes, Garrison Hurst, tended to be pretty sharp, but you can't argue with seeing the rookie. Again, that is the college uni. The big rookie we want to pull in the first few packs. Now this doesn't, I mean, the pull rate on this isn't going to be like the upper deck one we pulled last week, where we pulled, what, 5 or 6 rookies in the whole box. There's a lot more, there's a lot of rookies in this class. Dilfer, that's also a rookie. So I'll throw him next to him just because he's probably one of the more recognizable for the average person watching. Mark Carrier, Dwayne Washington. Again, so we'll probably see any college uni is going to be a rookie. Derek Alexander, another rookie. So those are the ones that, I guess, for me, I mean, maybe the Schuler. Darren Woodson, he was no slouch. Darnay Scott, Byers, yes, Williams. Isn't he Hall of Famer? I would imagine in the 94 range now, we should have a bunch of Hall of Famers sitting in there. Scotty Graham, Sean Johnson, Tom Carter, Glenn Foley, Steve Wisniewski, drop, Eric Kramer, Greg Lloyd, Chris Dolman, the good old Viking. It's kind of weird because I would imagine these will be an on-card auto, right on just the OG card. And then I wonder if it'll be hand numbered as well, because I think a lot of these autos. Oh man, I see the Emmett backwards. Wouldn't that be awesome if he was the auto? Oh, wouldn't that be awesome? Oh, illustration card. Oh, look at that. That's like the plain downtown of back in the day. John Taylor, Jimmy Carter. Man, do I even remember these classics back then? I can't even, man, I'm just being honest. I don't know if I remember that or not. I don't know if I opened a lot of Proline anyways, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. Classic combos. Kelly Tureed. Eric Metcalf. Andy Barrett. Burris. Etman. You know, I apologize. You guys probably already commented, but it does actually say the rookie right there. I mean, the college unis is just as much of... I literally didn't even pay attention because I was just paying attention to the players that I like. And then I remembered, so Leroy Butler, Berryman, and Shannon, newly unemployed Sharp. Yeah, I don't know. That's funny. That just shows a lot of times as I'm opening stuff, I'm just more focused on just the players and everything else. But it is what it is. I got to have something for you guys to give me a hard time for in the chat, right? John Theory, Barton, Eric Rhett. Again, he's no slouch, to say the least. Clay Matthews, Ryan Morris, Herschel Walker, Rod Moore. I'm going to be intrigued on this autograph. Ooh, this one's... Did I slice through a pack? I didn't think I did. When I just opened the top of the box, I don't see how that angle could have gotten it. Eric Allen, Miller, Bryant Young. Bryant Young, Hall of Famer? I mean, some of you guys are Hall of Fame experts. But that'll be another good rookie. Throw that in the pile. Drew Bledsoe. Man, I always wonder what would happen with Drew Bledsoe's. For some of these guys, the way stuff happens, such as life, right? Apparently, some of these packs I can't open either. Norm Johnson, Elway DeShart. Yeah, these cards are just sticking a tiny bit. Michael Jackson. Easy to tell that is not the musical Michael Jackson. I probably said that a few times in my videos. Bailey, Tillars. Jackie Harris and Scott Mitchell. What do you guys think of the design of this one? I mean, obviously we hate having the college unis on the rookies, but I would say design-wise, I mean, pretty basic. Nice logo on the top. Big name, small team. I like the big name, the small team name. Jerome Means. It can be a lot of colors the way they did the photos, because when they fade the background, you would think it would focus on the player more. Charles Johnson, rookie. Steve Moore. And then the Joe Montana. Well, let's face it, we know he was not that ripped. Henry Jones, F. Cross. Yeah, when you blur the background, it does focus a little on the player, but almost gets a little too much stuff going on in the photo in a way. But man, I'd love to have like an illustrations auto with one of these guys. That'd have been pretty cool. I don't know if that's the thing with these though. I think it's the base cards only. Well, base. There is only base cards essentially. Stan Humphries. Hampton, Lawrence Taylor. Let's keep that with our vets. Calvin Jones, Dotson, Michael Irvin, Dana Stubblefield, and Irv Skinny Smith. I'm assuming that was the dad of Irv Smith Jr., but I could be wrong. Dan Wilkerson. John Carney, Ebron Elliott, Rathman, James Jett. Is it me, or do you not see near as many kicker cards then as you do now? John Williams, Lee, Graham, Johnson, Carter, Foley, Wisniewski, Thurman Thomas, Dan Marino, and Swan. Stack number 2. We're all waiting in anticipation for that auto. Alberts, Scroggins, Aaron Glenn. That's a rookie. Nature Means again. Derek Thomas. Not as big of one. I'm going to throw that one over here. Hey, had to answer that quick. When life calls, you must answer. Vincent Copeland, Mark Rippon, Stussy, Checklist. Here we thought I saw the black. I was like, hey, maybe we're going to see that auto coming through. Kevin Smith, Willie Davis. Do you think we're going to get a redemption? Are we going to get some Proline points in replacement of our autograph? Coleman, Holland, Greg Hill, Steven Jackson. There's a great combo. Young to Rice. We'll just throw those guys back there. Vinny, Sam Adams, Quinberg, Novacek. I'm just curious where they throw it. Do they put it in the front of the pack, middle of the pack, kind of where the classics ones would be, the artwork ones? I think it's not too bad. Slade, Joe Johnson, Craig Erickson, Johnston, and Carter. Ooh, almost dropped them all. Norm Johnson. There's a kicker. Elway to Sharp again. Checklist, Bruce Matthews, Johnny Mitchell, Dale Carter. Yeah, and it's not like, it's funny when you open old cards, you know, these old throwbacks compared to modern. Back then you can't just like zip through all these base cards because that's kind of what you're opening. You know, this is kind of all base. We're looking for the Hall of Famers and such. William Fuller. Oh, I don't remember this. Classic Celebrations. It's an expansion team. It's a pretty cool one. Levy, Sterling Sharp. I'm not gonna lie, I really like these cards. I'm not gonna throw any more up there. We already got some. We'll save that Dion though, and Chris and Jackie. So we're about halfway done. Already just very enjoyable. A lot of cards I'm gonna hang on to out of this one too. Eric Hall, Bernard Williams, Kenneth Hamilton, William Floyd, Maurice Hurst. I didn't realize how many people on YouTube do like Whatnot stuff. Can you imagine going on Whatnot these days with these types of cards? Like Marshall Falk screaming and hollering, trying to get $5-10 out of these cards, which I'm sure that somehow they would get. Sorry, I'll stay on my own lane on there, but I just feel like people are making way too much money on the cards. And Eric Davis, Ricky Jackson, Warren Moon. I don't know who to blame or what to say, but it's a crazy deal. I'm sure you guys probably, some of you guys probably go on Whatnot. I mean, maybe people that watch in this specific video probably don't go on Whatnot near as much to buy the modern stuff. It just seems like it's overpriced. But Richard Dent, a preview card. Well, look at that. Who would have thought? Does this make it a multi-sport? We got preview in the Dare. I wonder who else is in the previews. I don't ever remember seeing the basketballs. Oh yeah, there is basketball draft preview. Who else would be in that 94? Markin, Henry Thomas, Kenneth Davis, in the 94 basketball draft. Stepnowski, Aldridge, Larry Centers, Charlie Garner. I think we've got a few of him. Man, we really started hot with these three rookies up here, and then it went like downhill quick. It's like top of the box, first row. That would have been the front row. They seem to front load the box. Klein, Howard Cross. Oh, I cannot wait if that's a Barry Sanders of the There we go. I got to throw that one. Kevin Williams, that's a pretty good one as well. And this is what's so fun about older box. Like I said, I got these all in a big collection, but you get these old cards. I mean, you don't care if they're worth 50 cents or $50. These are just such classic. They should do OG downtowns. Try to find if they can use that design these days or not, but they should look exactly like that. I think that'll look pretty cool. There, we got them back. Sure, Barton, Eric Rhett, rookie again. So those we're getting. Clay Matthews, Neil Smith, Daniel, and Brayton. So it's probably the one that I want to make sure I Scott Harrington, Eric Allen, Miller, Young, Russell, Drew Bledsoe, Tim Brown, Jerome Bettis. Not a bad way to end that pack. Well, I got to make sure I don't miss the auto, because if it's like a black marker, it'll probably be hard to see. Neil Anderson, Webb, Curry, Lowry, Palmer, Herman Moore. Herman's probably a Hall of Famer there. Fuller, touchdown. Oh, we got two of these in this box. Slater, Levy, Richard, Emmitt Smith. So we've seen these in multiples, but we have not seen the auto yet. It is kind of crazy, though. Like I said, modern day, I mean, there's 150,000 boxes. So imagine we've gotten two of those Emmetts. How many are printed total? Carver, Humphreys, Hampton, Lawrence Taylor, Coates, Jim Everett. Coates is actually not a bad one either. But yeah, I would say that if they've done it with the old black marker, like I've seen with, I mean, I think I posted my auto collection I got from some older stuff. Herod, Dan Wilkerson, John Carney, Elliott, Lingen, Wolford Foster. Hawkins, Mitchell, Jones, Sean Jones, Bennett. I'm getting nervous, guys. I'm getting nervous. I can't get Panini. Am I going to get Prolined by Classic? Noski, Larry Centers. I'd have to go back and see if the card stuck. Another Gunner, Ismail, Ricky Waters, Hughes, Robert Smith, Randolph, Tippett, Neusmeyer, Ford, Joe Montana. Another Joe Montana. We get two of that one too. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, did we get a Joe Montana before? And the good old Chiefs uni. Boy, we're getting down there. Calvin Jones, Dotson, Brooks, Howard. Oops. Wrong stack. Russell, Tillman, Higgs, Hill, Jeffries. I'm sweating it out. Nothing left in there. Rathman. I don't want to have to go through this entire stack again. Oh, there it is. It's numbered to 2150. Some of you might have already recognized who it was. Let's just put that at the end. We waited this long, we can wait one more. Classic combo. Favre to Sharp. Perry. Isaac Bruce. Randall Cunningham. Bucky Brooks. Potts. Jackson Kennedy. Clayton. Man, hand numbered even. Workman. George. I can't recognize it from the cards we've opened. Reggie White. It is a Redskin. John Freeze. Dang it. Wow, look at that though. Legit right on the card. Hand numbered. Hopefully that reflection isn't too brutal for you guys, but so you guys can see it. Crazy. What a fun rip. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I like doing the throwbacks every week. NFL season. I used to do them on Sundays, but I do like doing them Thursdays. So yeah, we did get, I mean, really we got all the different rookies, but these are my favorite cards. These old illustration cards. And then of course we got a couple of the rookie cards in mint condition too. I don't really look up the PSA grading, but maybe I should. So there it is. Thanks for tuning in. We got our one auto out of 2150, which back then, besides for the 150,000 boxes, is not too bad. I would have taken that. I mean, even in like a Joe Montana or anything numbered, hand signed. Oh, that would be just a card I would just would be stoked. So we'll take it. It is what it is. A lot of packs to open for the auto. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you back here tomorrow.